chosen one. If you are watching this right now, lock in and listen with your spirit, because this is not random. This is not a passing video that happened to cross your path. The hand of God has guided you here on purpose, because something life-altering is preparing to unfold in your world. And it begins tonight, the transformation you have been waiting for, praying for, aching for in silence, and desiring even when you could not fully put it into words. This is the moment it breaks through, the transformation you have been sensing, the inner stirring you could not explain, the feeling that something massive was drawing near. All of it converges into this very hour. And what is about to take place is not a small adjustment. This is a spiritual awakening. This is divine acceleration. This is a holy shift so strong. It will carry you from wanting into having, from asking into receiving, from seeds into harvest. But here is the truth. In order to fully step into the manifestation of your desires, you need to prepare. Tonight is the night. It is time for you to align with this divine shift and open yourself to the miracles God is ready to pour into your life. Scripture says, "The Lord will open the heavens, the storehouse of his bounty," Deuteronomy 28:12. That storehouse is not closing, it is opening. But hear the truth with reverence: manifestation requires preparation, breakthrough requires readiness, blessings require room. God is ready to pour, yet many cannot receive because their hands are full of old pain. Their hearts are crowded with bitterness and their minds are chained to yesterday. Let me tell you something powerful. There was a woman, we will call her Sarah. For 10 years she carried the weight of betrayal. Every morning she woke up rehearsing the pain every night. She went to bed in prison by resentment. Her health declined. Her joy disappeared. Her future felt blocked. But one night something shifted. She made a decision to release the person who hurt her, not because they deserved it, but because she deserved freedom. Within 24 hours, her countenance changed. Within 1 week, an opportunity she had been praying for years suddenly appeared. Within 1 month, her entire life looked different. That is the power of what I am about to share with you tonight. Tonight is not merely about waiting for change to visit you. Tonight is about actively embracing the divine shift that is already at your door. This is the moment to align with heaven's movement and open yourself to the miracles God is ready to release into your life. Concentrate yourselves, for tomorrow the Lord will do wonders among you. Joshua 3:5. That tomorrow begins tonight, and for those who are ready to hear the truth without flinching. After this message, your life will not remain the same. Before we go any further, pause for a moment. If something in your spirit is already stirring, if you can feel this word reaching into places you do not talk about out loud, then do something prophetic with your faith. Like this video, share it with someone who needs hope. And if you have not yet subscribed, so you do not miss what God is pouring out in this season. This is not just content. This is confirmation. This is alignment. This is for the ones God has been quietly preparing. And to every person who sows, supports, or sends encouragement through the Super Thanks feature, may God multiply it back into your life in ways you could not imagine. And if you are truly chosen, you will stay to the end, because something in your spirit recognizes the weight of this word by staying. You are declaring to the unseen realm that you are ready to receive what is already moving toward you. Now listen, tonight is not just any night. Tonight is a night of divine elevation and spiritual breakthrough. If you have been asking for signs, seeking love, searching for direction, or aching for transformation, know this: the time is now. God is calling you to prepare yourself, because tonight everything changes. This is not another moment in the stream of time. This is your moment. The long wait you have endured, the pressure, the struggles, the silent warfare, the delays and disappointments you survived. None of it was wasted. It was building you into the person who could carry what is about to be released. After you have suffered a little while, the God of all grace will himself restore you and make you strong. 1 Peter 5:10 tonight is restoration night. Heaven has been waiting for your readiness. That is why you felt restless. That is why your spirit kept whispering, something is coming. That is why you could not settle for the old version of your life anymore. Think about the story of Joseph, sold into slavery by his own brothers, falsely accused, imprisoned. For years, every door seemed closed, every dream seemed dead, but God was preparing him in secret. God was building character in the hidden place. And when the time came, Joseph went from the prison to the palace. In one day, not 1 month, not 1 year. One day, because when God decides it is time, everything accelerates. Your season of waiting has been your season of preparation, and the preparation is complete. It is time to let go of the past, clear your heart, and step into the new version of yourself. Because God knows your heart. God knows what you endured. God knows the spiritual obstacles you overcame when no one saw it, when no one clapped, when no one believed you would make it. And now the reward you have been waiting for is within reach. Tonight is the night you have been praying for. The waiting is over. Prepare yourself to receive the divine transformation that has been promised to you. And understand, this transformation is not only internal. It will radiate through every part of your life. Your spirit will rise. Yes, but your relationships will shift too. Your environment will respond. Your opportunities will expand. Your health, your energy, your confidence. Everything will begin to reflect what God is doing within you. Right now, I want you to do something. Close your eyes for just a moment. Take a deep breath. And imagine the life you have always wanted. See yourself walking in peace. See yourself surrounded by genuine love. See yourself stepping into opportunities that once felt impossible. Feel it. Let that vision settle in your heart, because what you are imagining is not fantasy. It is prophecy. It is a preview of what God is preparing to release. Open your eyes. Imagine the changes you have always wanted. Happiness that feels steady. Love that feels safe. Abundance that feels consistent. And peace that feels like home. It is all available, but you must be ready to receive it. God is urging you to act with purpose, to cleanse your heart, and to stay open to the miracles that are about to unfold. Do not let this moment slip away. You are about to experience the breakthrough you have been longing for. The clock is ticking, and tonight holds the key. Your spiritual journey has had highs and lows, moments where your faith roared and moments where your mind trembled. Moments where you felt confident and moments where you wondered if God had forgotten you. But tonight, something sacred is about to happen. It is a divine moment meant for your growth, your elevation, your transformation. Are you ready to embrace it fully? Because spiritual growth is not comfortable. It requires release. It demands you let go of old beliefs, old wounds, and old identities that no longer match what God is building in you. Consider the story of the Israelites at the edge of the Red Sea behind them, the army of Pharaoh in front of them, an impossible barrier. They had prayed for deliverance. They had cried out for freedom. And now they stood at the moment of truth. God did not remove the obstacle before they moved. He told them, "Go forward." And when they took that step of faith, the waters parted. The same is true for you tonight. The obstacle you see is not there to stop you. It is there to reveal God's power when you move forward in faith. If you have felt lost, stuck, or misunderstood, tonight is the end of that struggle. God is extending His hand toward you, inviting you into a new season of awareness, peace, and strength. You will seek me and find me. When you seek me with all your heart, Jeremiah 29:13, you are finding Him in this moment because He is finding you. You have already overcome so much. This is not the beginning of your collapse. This is the reward for your perseverance. The divine breakthrough is here, and it is time to claim it. Take a deep breath, close your eyes for just a second, and picture the life you have dreamed of. Feel the weight of what you have carried begin to lift. That burden was never meant to be permanent. This is not a temporary emotional wave. This is destiny unfolding. Step forward with faith and confidence because this is your time to shine. The waiting period is over. You have been asking for signs, searching for meaning, hoping for the moment when your life would finally align with your dreams. That moment is now. God's timing has arrived. And it demands response. This is not passive, this is participatory. This is your opportunity to step into the fullness of transformation, spiritual and physical. Timing is everything. The uncertainty you endured was necessary for your growth, but now alignment has been activated. The universe is positioned under God's authority to deliver what you have been waiting for. It is your time to rise into a new chapter, filled with promise and divine blessing. This is your chance to take the reins of your destiny. Yet remember, transformation is not just waiting for things to happen. It is taking the necessary steps to make room for what God is releasing. And here is the step that cannot be skipped: forgiveness. Tonight, the only thing standing between you and the fullness of this transformation is your readiness. And readiness begins with release. The changes you have been waiting for will not unfold. While your heart is locked in old anger, old grudges, old resentment, God is calling you to forgive. God is calling you to cleanse your heart and release the negativity that has been holding you hostage. Forgiveness is the key that unlocks the door. Not because God is withholding, but because unforgiveness blocks your capacity to carry what heaven pours out. If we confess our sins, He is faithful and just to forgive us and to cleanse us from all unrighteousness. 1 John 1:9, He cleanses so you can receive. Let me break this down into clear steps. Step 1, acknowledge the pain. Do not minimize what happened to you. Do not pretend it did not hurt. God knows it did, and He wants you to be honest about it. The wound is real. The betrayal was real. The loss was real. Acknowledgement is not weakness. It is the first act of courage. Step 2, understand the burden you are carrying. Unforgiveness is not just an emotional weight. It is a spiritual prison. It keeps you chained to the past while your future is calling. Every time you rehearse the offense, you give it power over your present. Every time you replay the pain, you delay your breakthrough. The person who hurt you may have moved on, but you are still carrying their actions. That is the burden. Step 3, release the offense. This is the hardest step, but it is the most liberating. Releasing does not mean what they did was okay. It means you are choosing freedom over bondage. You are saying, I will not allow this to define my future. I will not give this person control over my destiny. Release is an act of self-love. It is you deciding that your peace is more valuable than your anger. Step 4, reclaim your power. When you forgive, you take back the power you unknowingly gave away. You are no longer a victim of their actions. You are a victor walking in authority. Forgiveness does not make you weak. It makes you unstoppable. Step 5, embrace your freedom. Once you release, you will feel it. A lightness, a clarity, a peace you have not felt in years. That is the evidence that forgiveness has done its work. And in that freedom, miracles begin to flow. It is time to let go of grudges. Let go of the anger. Let go of the resentment. God is offering you grace to release these burdens so you can be free to receive His blessings. When you forgive, you open your heart to divine light, and that light begins to flow into every area of your life. This is the first step. Prepare yourself spiritually, emotionally, and physically. Clear your environment, pray with intention, speak readiness out loud, align your thoughts, because what is coming requires space, and spaces created through release. Think about King David, a man who faced betrayal from his own son. A man who experienced loss, failure, and public shame, but David knew something powerful. He knew how to release his pain to God. He wrote, "Cast your burden on the Lord, and He will sustain you," Psalm 55:22. David did not hold on to bitterness. He poured it out before God, and in return, God restored him. You are being called to do the same. Right now, before this video ends, I want you to make a decision. Think of one person you need to forgive. It might be someone who betrayed you. It might be someone who abandoned you. It might even be yourself. And in your heart say these words: I release you, I forgive you, I let go of the pain you caused me, and I choose freedom. You do not have to say it out loud, but say it in your spirit. Feel the weight lifting. Feel the chains breaking. Feel the door opening. That is forgiveness in action. And God is already responding. Now let me tell you what happens next. When you step into this level of spiritual maturity, everything begins to shift. First, your mind clears. Thoughts that once tormented you lose their power. Anxiety that once controlled you begins to fade. You will experience mental clarity like never before. Decisions that once felt impossible will become simple. Confusion will be replaced with divine wisdom. Second, your heart expands. Love that you thought was gone begins to return. Compassion flows more freely. Joy becomes your default state. You will find yourself smiling for no reason, laughing more easily, feeling lighter even in difficult situations. Third, your spirit soars. You will sense God's presence more clearly. Your prayers will feel more powerful. Your faith will feel unshakable. Confidence will rise. Your heart will expand. Your spirit will soar. You will begin to sense the spiritual realm with greater clarity. Your intuition will sharpen. Your discernment will deepen. You will understand people better, make wiser choices, and recognize what is aligned and what is counterfeit. The anointing teaches you about all things. 1 John 2:27, God has been guiding you all along tonight. You become more aware of it. Not only will your awareness increase, your presence will become magnetic. People will be drawn to you, even strangers, because the peace you carry will speak louder than your words. Opportunities will begin to locate you. Divine connections will form. Old relationships may heal, and new ones may enter with surprising ease. Your inner transformation will radiate outward, attracting love, friendships, doors, and guidance. And yes, your body will respond too. Expect renewed vitality, strength, lightness, a sense of life returning. You may even notice a glow, eyes brighter, face softer, posture stronger, because renewal in the spirit often reveals itself in the flesh. This is not vanity, it is evidence. God is restoring you from the inside out. I will restore health to you and heal you of your wounds. Jeremiah 30:17. Restoration touches everything, but do not delay forgiveness. This is urgent tonight. For this divine transformation to unfold fully, you must release anger, bitterness, and unforgiveness. Holding onto wounds keeps you chained to your former self and blocks the miracles assigned to your next season. Forgiving others is not agreeing with what they did. It is reclaiming your power. It is an act of self-love. When you forgive, you remove the offense's authority over your emotions, your thoughts, your future. Forgiveness sets you free, and tonight, as you release, peace will enter you in an unexpected way. Deep, steady, unexplainable. It will calm your mind, soften your heart, and fill you with security that peace will radiate outward, drawing the right people and the right energy toward you. Relationships will begin to flourish with mutual respect and understanding. Others will sense your calm and be pulled toward it. You will keep him in perfect peace whose mind is stayed on you. Isaiah 26:3. Perfect peace is not a slogan, it is your portion. You will also experience elevation. For too long, you faced judgment, criticism, and betrayal from people who did not believe in you. They mocked your dreams. They questioned your calling. They tried to shrink your confidence. But tonight, God begins to lift you higher than they can comprehend. Not to humiliate them, but to reveal his favor over you. You will rise into a level of success, love, and peace that leaves them stunned. Not because you fought them, but because God fought for you. When the Lord takes pleasure in anyone's way, he causes their enemies to make peace with them. Proverbs 16:7. He can change atmospheres. He can silence mockery with fruit. And here is what I need you to understand about this season. You are not just receiving a blessing. You are stepping into a new identity. The old you could not handle what is coming. The old mindset could not sustain this level of favor. The old patterns could not support this level of breakthrough. That is why God allowed the wilderness. That is why He allowed the pressure. That is why He allowed the waiting. He was rebuilding you, restructuring you, redefining who you are. Let me paint a picture for you. Imagine a caterpillar in its cocoon. From the outside, it looks like death. It looks like the end. The caterpillar has lost its form. It has dissolved into liquid, but inside that darkness, inside that pressure, a transformation is taking place. The caterpillar is not dying. It is becoming, and when the time is right, when the process is complete, what emerges is not a better caterpillar. It is something entirely new. A butterfly with wings, with the ability to fly, with access to a realm the caterpillar could never reach. That is what has been happening to you. The cocoon season is over. The darkness you endured was not your end. It was your metamorphosis. And now you are ready to emerge, not as a better version of who you were, but as a completely new creation. The old limitations do not apply. The old barriers do not exist. The old identity is gone. You are stepping into a dimension of favor, authority, and purpose that the former you could not have accessed. This is your butterfly moment, and now you are ready. You are no longer the person who begs for scraps. You are the person who walks in authority. You are no longer the person who settles for less. You are the person who expects God's best. You are no longer the person who fears rejection. You are the person who knows you are worth. This is your new identity, and everything in your life will align with it. I want you to think about the next 24 hours, but before I tell you what to expect, let me share one more story. There was a man named Marcus. For 15 years, he struggled with a business that barely survived. He worked 18-hour days. He sacrificed time with his family. He poured everything into his dream, but nothing grew. He was about to give up. He was ready to close the doors and accept defeat. But one night, he watched a message just like this one, and something in his spirit stirred. He made a decision. He forgave his former business partner who had betrayed him. He released the bitterness he had carried for years. He cleared his heart and made room. Within 2 weeks. An investor he had never met reached out to him. Within 1 month, his business tripled its revenue. Within 6 months, he had opened 3 new locations. But here is what Marcus said was the most powerful part. The success was not even the greatest miracle. The greatest miracle was the peace he felt. For the first time in 15 years, he slept through the night. He laughed with his children. He felt free. That is what forgiveness unlocks. Not just external blessing, but internal restoration. And tonight, you are being offered the same key. Within the next 24 hours, within the next day, you will begin to notice shifts, small things at first, a text message from someone unexpected, a thought that brings clarity, a door that cracks open. Do not dismiss these as coincidence. These are confirmations that the shift is real. Within the next week, you will see tangible evidence, an opportunity you did not apply for, a relationship that begins to heal, a financial blessing that surprises you. Pay attention, God is moving. Within the next month, your life will look different, not slightly different, radically different. You will look back at this moment and realize this was the turning point. This was the night everything changed, but you must do your part. You must forgive, you must release, you must believe, and you must take action. Do not just watch this video and move on, let it change you. But I need to warn you about something. The enemy does not want you to finish this transformation. He does not want you to forgive. He does not want you to be free. So in the next few hours, he will send distractions, an argument with someone you love, a memory of the pain you are trying to release, a voice in your head saying, "This will not work for you." Recognize these for what they are: tactics. The enemy knows that if you complete this process, you become unstoppable. So he will try to sabotage it before you cross the finish line. Do not fall for it. When the distraction comes, pause, take a breath, and remind yourself, I am chosen, I am protected, I am moving forward. The attacks are proof that breakthrough is close. Now here is what you need to do. Write down the name of the person you need to forgive. Speak it out loud if you need to. Release them. In your heart, clean your physical space, get rid of things that represent the old season, make room. For the new, pray tonight, not a casual prayer, a powerful, intentional declaration. Tell God, I am ready, I release the past, I receive the future, I step into my divine purpose. But do not stop there. Speak to your future, speak to the atmosphere around you, speak to the doors that have been closed. Say it out loud, I am blessed, I am favored, I am walking in divine purpose. My relationships are being restored, my finances are increasing. My health is improving, my peace is unshakable. Do you know the power of your words? Death and life are in the power of the tongue. Proverbs 18:21. Your words create reality. When you speak defeat, you attract defeat. When you speak lack, you experience lack. But when you speak life, blessing, and breakthrough, you align yourself with heaven's frequency, and heaven responds. So tonight, before you go to sleep, I want you to do something radical. Stand in front of a mirror. Look yourself in the eyes and speak these words with conviction. I am a new creation. The old has passed away. The new has come. I forgive those who hurt me. I release every burden. I walk in freedom. God's favor surrounds me like a shield. His blessings chase me down. His love